People have lost hair getting a protective style put in. Somebody's hair has been ripped out, they edges gone. Hey peeps, welcome back to my channel. My name is Drusilla Shay, if you don't know already. For today's video, I am going to be doing what I am going to call a twist and talk. I'm going to be doing twists on my hair just so I can do like, you know, a whole little twist out for tomorrow. And I'm going to be talking with you all while I twist my hair, hence twist and talk. In this video, we are going to be talking about if protective styles actually protect your hair, or if protective styles even grow your hair. In case you've never caught it online, there tends to be a back and forth about whether protective styles are actually effective, if they actually benefit you in any way, or if they cause more harm than good. And so I just wanted to share what I know about protective styles and give a little bit more insight. So we gonna talk and we gonna twist his hair. All right, y'all, in case you're wondering what I use on my hair, I use the Camille Rose Strengthening line. I use their cleanser, their 5-minute mask, their leave-in, their spray, all the things. The custard that I'm using is the Camille Rose Curl-Aid Moisture Butter. Oh, this is small. I don't want my twists to be small. I want them to be fat and juicy. Anyway, so let's talk about protective styles. I should clarify that it's not the style in and of itself that can damage hair. It's how the style is done in the process, and also what it's going to take to maintain that style, and also the maintenance of your actual hair while you have that style in, and also the condition of your hair before you put the protective style in, and also how you have to take that style out. There's a lot of factors at play. Protective styles can only really protect your hair if you are taking care of your hair before the protective style, during the protective style, and after the protective style, and I'll get into each of them. The thing about the condition of your hair beforehand that makes it so important is that if your hair is already damaged and then you're putting it in a protective style, it's not going to do anything for you. All it's going to do is just put away damaged hair. But if you're taking care of your hair beforehand, you're making sure it's trimmed up. You make sure that you do your deep conditioner before you get that protective style, just to make sure that your hair is in good shape before you even put it in. Those things matter. So that's why anytime I'm about to get braids or crochet or twist, whatever it is, and I know, okay, for the next month to month and a half, I'm not going to really be touching my natural hair, I do some sort of treatment. And normally that's a moisturizing treatment, unless my hair is in a state where it needs like a lot of protein or something. I try to really pay attention to what my hair needs and do a treatment that's necessary for my hair in that time period. It's like I said, if your hair is damaged or in bad shape, you're putting in a protective style. When you take it out, it's still going to be damaged. That's not, you know, really going to help the state of your hair. When it comes to actually doing the protective style, even the process of getting it done matters. People have lost hair getting a protective style put in. Somebody's hair has been ripped out, they edges gone, just because of like how tight the style was done. It's never that deep. You do not have to make sure that every strand of hair is in the braid. It's not even your fault. It's probably your braider's fault. But something that's really important too is to communicate to the person doing your hair that like, you are going in right now, ma'am. Can you not try to grab all my edges plus my eyebrows too? People have even gotten things like ponytails done, those really sleek, nice ponytails, and just the process of it created so much tension and pulled so much of their hair that ended up doing more damage than good. Now, y'all know, well, some of you, that I love me a good sleek ponytail, but I can admit that it is a very high tension style, and I don't even consider it a protective style because it's high maintenance. It's not something that you can just leave alone for like days at a time and then your hair still remains the same. Like normally you're probably going to have to like touch up your edges or brush it down, or probably just redo the whole ponytail. Definitely have to be mindful of how much tension is being put on your hair, how much your hair is being pulled, because that also plays a part. If there's so much tension in your hair and your hair is being broken in the process, your hair is not being protected. It's just being broken. It's just being broken, sis. After your hair is done, you looking fresh, your scalp's still a little bit tender, but you looking good. How you deal with your hair during a protective style is so important. This is what either can quote unquote protect your hair or not protect your hair. It's not the style in and of itself. It's actually what you do or don't do that protects your hair. The same way that it's what you do or you don't do that allows your hair to grow. All of it is in the same category. Some people think that like braids grow hair, or they'll ask like, do braids grow your hair? Hairstyles do not grow your hair. I'm gonna clarify that right now. Hairstyles in and of themselves do not grow your hair. They can help because you are putting it away and it's giving you the opportunity to not manipulate your hair as much. But the style in and of itself is not making your hair grow. So like if I get twists versus braids, one is not going to make my hair grow more than the other. And it has to do with how I treat my hair in the process, okay? And after I get it done. For example, if I get braids done and I am, you know, fresh out the salon, scalp is still burning and irritated and tender, and I'm just like throwing my hair up in a bun and doing all these styles the next few days, it's not helping me, okay? Which I have done before, so I'm speaking from experience. And I actually created a lot of scabs on my scalp because of that. And that's the thing with a protective style, is that it's supposed to help you to limit that manipulation, because that manipulation leads to a lot of breakage. It leads to a lot of tension. I have heard some people say like, if you want your hair to grow, leave it alone. And I now completely understand what they're talking about. The more you're doing with it, the more susceptible it is to damage, the more susceptible it is to breakage. That's why you have to have periods of time where your hair gets to get a break. The same way that your body needs a break, because if it's always going, always being worked, eventually it starts to break down. The quality of the body just goes down and it needs a break. It needs a vacation. Your hair needs a vacation. Some people have done braids, and let me tell you, they've lost more hair than before they got the braids done. There's some people who have put in braids in their hair, left it in there for so long, so many months, that they actually ended up losing more hair. Again, it's not the style that makes your hair grow. If you leave your hair too much and you neglect it, that's not going to let it grow. But if you give it a reasonable break and you also maintain the care of your hair while it's in a protective style, that is what protects your hair, and that is what allows it to grow. It's so tempting to just let your hair go when you have protective style. Child, when you cornrow that hair up and you put that wig on, when you get them box braids, when you get them twists, when you get that crochet, it's like, oh, a break. I don't gotta deal with my hair. We gotta graduate from that mentality, myself included. And it almost has to be this mentality of like, yes, I do get a break from always having to style my hair, but I don't get a break from having to care for my hair. There's a difference between the two. I still should be massaging my scalp with the right products. I still should be spraying my leave-ins. I still should be not leaving my protective style in for an unreasonable amount of time. We put too much weight on the styles. Like, can this style help me? It's not about the style helping you. It's about your habits and your practices that's gonna help you. I also mentioned that what you do with your hair after protective style matters. When I said after it, I mean like when you're taking it out, because some protective styles are not easy to take out. They may require a lot of patience. If you're not patient with some of these styles, you're gonna end up cutting your hair off by accident, ripping your hair out because you're using so much force and aggression. Even some of these protective styles cause so much buildup that if you don't take your time and try to remove that buildup properly, you're gonna end up losing a lot of hair. I went through it. It's not pretty. And when it comes to a lot of buildup, you really have to have the time to be able to like soften it up so that it loosens, and then you're able to like comb it out. Because if not, and you're just kind of trying to comb through that thing, oof, not only is it gonna be painful, but it's definitely gonna rip some hair out. Y'all, I love the way my curls are with this custard. good. Woo. So if you asked me, do protective styles protect your hair? Honestly, it's really up to you. It's not the style in and of itself that's gonna do it. It's really your practices and how you maintain your hair before, during, after. But what I will say is getting a protective style that allows you to take a break from constantly manipulating your hair is definitely a great start to protecting your hair and growing your hair. But there's just so many factors that can affect, you know, how, I guess, beneficial it is. If y'all have anything that y'all want to share, please do go ahead and share it down in the comments. While you're down there, there's this thing called the red subscribe button. If you ain't press it, what is you waiting on? No, I'm kidding. Please go ahead and press that red subscribe button. It's free. That's the best part. Please turn on your bell notification button so that anytime I post, you will be up to date. Y'all probably looking at me like, girl, you still twisting your hair. Yep, I am. You will see the end results of my hair when it dries. So make sure that you stay tuned so that you can see what this product do. I can actually link it for y'all down below. Thank you so much for rocking with me in this video, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Stay tuned for my final results. Bye.